Hey, what up YouTube? It's me, Theo from Insane Dragon Ball, and I'm back! I've been away for far too long, so I thought, man, it's time that I got back on this and got back to doing what I love. It's been a crazy few months. I got a new job, and things got a bit hectic, learning new stuff, but, she's all good now, back into collecting. I recently reached 5,000 followers on Instagram, very proud of that. Thank you to everybody who follows my Insta and likes and comments on all of my pics. I'm very, very happy with all of that. It took me just over a year to reach that mark, so pretty happy with that. So what have I been up to lately? So I went to Supernova Pop Culture Expo last weekend with my friends Chris and Abby. We had a really good time. Got this super dope little Pokeball terrarium. Did you see that? Very cool. Last day. A little deep scene in there. It was very cool. Super dope. And stands on this sort of green. Very cool. Very, very awesome. No, I like that. And Chris gave me these dope pair of Master Roshi sunglasses. I like it. Very funny. Alright, so I've got a new figure that I'm going to review, and I just got it today, actually, in the mail from my good friend over at Omocha Cafe. I'm going to show that on the screen pretty soon. But I had to get it the base form Broly figure, because he's got the 3 heads. He's got like the powered down head, the power up head, which I will show, and the Super Saiyan head. So that's going to be pretty cool. And we're going to compare them to the Broly full power figure, which that actually all came out way before this figure. And I'm pretty late to get this figure, but I was happy that I was still able to get around. I would think, do I need it? Do I really need it? But yeah, I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty dope. Gotta sort of get it for the Broly movie collection, so to speak. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get right into it and crack this thing open. Now here he is, base form Broly, and this just looks absolutely striking to the eye. Before I continue, I'd like to thank my friend Tim over at Omocha Cafe, where I get mostly all of my Dragon Ball figures. There's very little he can't get me, which is awesome. So make sure to head over there, hit the link in the description below, website's right there as well. And remember everybody, it is in Australian dollars, because I am in Australia. And my supplier is in Australia. So before you go saying, oh, it's too dear, man, click the conversion rate. Okay. Alright, so let's check this thing out. And I love the green color scheme. Obviously, because there's a lot of green on Broly. They've got the green backdrop in there. So this is cool. This is really cool. We have SH Figuarts Broly. Super. Pretty dope. Now, I love this picture here of Broly, and it continues onto the side. That is super cool. That's in his, berserker sort of form, where he gets as strong as a great ape without transforming. So you see the Tamashii stamp of quality there, the Toei one, Bandai, Tamashii Nations, Dragon Ball Super Broly from the movie. Very cool. Ages 15 and up. And that's the Super Saiyan face there. That's an arm. That is a fist. That is a powered down head, very cool. And part of the back there, this one here. Yeah, I don't really like that head sculpt. I like that head sculpt, that's pretty dope. And the Super Saiyan one. Get him in some really cool poses. And him versus SSGSS Goku. Warning, choking hazard, small parts. There we go. Classic. SH Figuarts. Simple style and heroic action. That's what we like. A full array of interchangeable hand and face parts allow for expressive portrayal of Broly Super. Very cool. Look, he's even got the neck piece there, where his old man can zap him if he gets out of control. Well, let's stop looking at the packaging and release this figure. And here is Broly out of the packaging. Very striking figure. I love the color scheme on it. It is super duper cool. The only thing that doesn't sort of match is the purple pants. I don't know how that ties in with it. It looked a bit better on the full power figure because it didn't have the armor, which I'll do a comparison to very shortly. But, I'm not the one who designed it. I'm just saying. So let's have a closer look here at all the detail. This is really super cool. Check out that face sculpt. I love that anger pose. Now, if we get up real close, you see the super angry eyes and the profound eyebrows, you know, and the scar on the side of his face, you know, and the teeth there, the tongue, like the whole look is just amazing. And this head sculpt, the hair, look at that. That is really cool. This is very similar to the hair sculpt of the Full Power, which I'm going to break out shortly just in comparison. So yeah, these move there. Very cool. The armor looks awesome. We have a look at the back there. Nice green color scheme on there. That's cool. The muscle definition, awesome. And the wristbands. And then we have his green pelt. Bar's ear. Very dope. Wonder if this is actually the same size as the Full Power. It should be, because, you know, the pelt shouldn't, you know, get bigger when he transforms. It's not a living thing, and it's not part of him. Very cool. Muscle and definition in the legs, very awesome. But I always love the boots, man. These are super cool. So I'm digging the color scheme, I really am. And the paint on these are really super cool with the space gray soles. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, so now it's time to get into the accessories that Broly comes with. We have 3 different head sculpts, each with their own individual face. We have 3 sets of hands, including the fisted hands that are on the figure. We have some reaching out hands, or some like, you can grab another character's face with that. You can definitely grab another character's face with Full Power Broly. The hand's like twice the size. It's pretty dope. And some blasting hands. Very, very, very cool. I want to just zoom in on this here. Just the detail in this, the wrinkles in the hands. You know, this is the quality that you get with SH Figuarts, everybody. And look at that in the palms. That is super cool. It's the attention to detail. It's why we pay a lot of money for these things, you know. This one here, that's the neck collar, the Zap collar. Very basic, nothing to it really, just a necklace. And 3 heads. So I've already showed you pretty much the Fury head. This is the base form head. It's a bit, well, this is the powered down head. It's a bit lackluster, like not a very cool expression. Kind of reminds me of Rambo. It's like Sylvester Stallone of, you know, Dragon Ball Super, Rambo. And we have the Super Saiyan head when, you know, he was pushed over the edge and turned Super Saiyan for the first time when Frieza killed his dad and covered it up. And the Oscar goes to Frieza. Hey, wait, I've got Frieza right over here. I want to do something quick. Broly, it's a tragedy! Your father got struck by a stray energy beam and is dead! Bravo, Frieza. Everybody clap. Claps for Frieza. Thank you. Thank you. So here's Broly with the base form Rambo head on. You know, not as cool as the Fury head, but I want to show you how easy it is to replace this. You just pop, neck peg, very easy. Pop that one straight on. Boom. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. And Broly's dad dies, and yeah, we go. Very cool. And I wanna get up real close on this one here. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like more shading in these areas before it gets to the tips. I quite like that. It's a very cool effect. Sculpt is super awesome. Absolutely super awesome. We're going to get into articulation. Alright, so from what I've found with these figures, especially with the ones with the hair that comes down the back, is your head posing articulation is very limited because Broly will not look up because of the hair. Okay. But he will look side to side. There is obviously in the neck, you know, some pivot to move his head sideways. There's like another joint on the inside of the neck so he can look down pretty far. So if he's up flying and looking down at Vegeta or Goku when he's fighting, that would be a pretty cool pose, which I might do. Now the armor is movable, so these move to be able to account for moving the arms up and down. So the arms move up thus far. Looks like there's butterfly joints right there. That's pretty cool to give it extra movement. That's very thoughtful on the armor. Quite like that. We do a full 360. Is it a full 360? It's not moving. No, it's not a full 360. Because these bicep, like the shoulder muscles, the way they've sculpted those, they hinder the 360 swivel. Not that you would actually need it, but double jointed elbows, that's always important. 360 swivel on the hands, not the wrist piece, but that's always the given. Alright, hands are sweating on my brand new figure. It's summertime here in Australia, and 30 degrees Celsius today. I don't know what that converts to Fahrenheit. Maybe 75, 70 degrees? I don't know. Maybe my friend Mike from Cup of Rad could shed some light on that one. Alright, so the pelt is articulated. As you can see, you can move it up. It's not really staying unless it's like that far out, but it tucks under there nicely. That's pretty cool. And, you know, very wide. It gives it a wide berth for the legs. You can kick out thus far. That's pretty cool. Double jointed knees with the boots. Yes, up and down, not too far, and a very limited. It's just stiff. The ankle pivot and toe articulation. Kind of like Buzz Lightyear, these boots. And the whole color scheme is very Buzz Lightyear now that I think about it, with the green and the purple. Having a lot of fun today, aren't I? So what we're going to do is we're going to compare this base form Broly to the Broly Full Power. Well, as you can see, the Full Power is quite a lot bigger than base form Broly. He's been eating his Wheaties, as some people might say, or on the roids. Now, I was right in what I thought. The pelt has gotten bigger magically. How about that? How about that? The pelt has a you know, proteins and stuff in it that grow, that is part of Broly, that will power up. The pelt has powered up. That's pretty funny. But you know, just the similarity between these, obviously, because it's the same figure. Just look at that. That is super cool. Focus. But, like, you know, obviously they've got the scars in the same places. You know, on the face there, on the bicep. That's very important. That's very cool. There's the difference between the two. See the head sculpt, the hair sculpt, sorry. Very, very similar. Very similar. Not exactly the same though, but very similar. But like, I dig the green hair on Full Power. That is really cool. Well, now it's time to compare base form Broly to other figures in the line. Here is Broly next to Frieza. Broly with SSGSS Gogeta. And here he is next to Mafex Gwenpool. In actual fact, Broly stands approximately just under 8 inches tall for the top of the hair. And for centimeter wise, all my friends and buddies down under, is about 20 centimeters. Very cool. And one more thing, I actually realized that you can swap the faces out on this Broly as well. See? So that just pegs out right there. You get some someone to customize them. Probably swap the you know, the powered down face into this one. But I'm not a big fan of the Rambo face. But this one is super cool, and I'm really glad that I picked this up. Very mean looking. Can't wait to take some shots of this and put it up on Insta. That is super dope. I'd like to know what you guys think. If you have this, or if you're gonna get it, did my review help you? I really hope it did. But yeah, this was a fun way for me to get back into it. I really love that. I really love the colors. The white really pops. The blacks and the greens. Yeah, they did really well with this. And the tones and the shading. See the shading there on the pecs? And the shading on the muscles? Like, they really did this figure justice. This is very cool, very well worth it. Yes, a satisfactory purchase for myself. Very, very cool. Alright, so before I give my out of 10 verdict for the Broly figure, I just wanted to also point out, I almost forgot, I got this dope shirt. You couldn't really see it, but check this out. What? Capsule Corp represent, man. I'm very stoked with it. It was very cool. So, let's see, out of 10. I really love this figure. I really love it. The only thing that sort of lets me down is the lack of accessories. Like, you know, yeah, 3 head sculpts, very cool. I wouldn't have minded some interchangeable faces. You know, just some facial expressions. Like maybe a surprise looked Broly, like for the base form head, you know. Maybe some different expressions for the Super Saiyan head, you know. There's always maybe, and all the time, why no energy effects? You know, there's this one energy effect that I always see everyone posing their figures with, and it's always like, you know, and I asked a dude today, it's like, dude, where is that from? What figure? And he's like, oh, 1.0, you know, Goku Saiyan Raised on Earth, which was like, you know, made 5 years ago, so I'll probably never find it or get it, you know, because I already have a Saiyan Raised on Earth 2.0 with better leg workings and everything, and that's why we get 2.0s, you know. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Solid 8. That's a solid effort there. So thank you, Tamashii Nations. Great figure. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. This is gonna be cool. All right. I hope to show it on my Instagram very soon when I come back, because I've been taking a break. I figure after, you know, grinding away, posting a pic every day for like, you know, a year, I think it's time I just took a step back and just enjoyed my life for a little bit, you know, even though Dragon Ball's kind of life at the same time. So that's it, guys. That's all I have time for. Thank you very much for watching my review. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to chat with people about Dragon Ball because it is super dope. You guys have a wonderful day, and remember, stay super.